Last night, I found myself sprinting beneath 5 miles of tangerine spotlights. At every right, my shadow is sliced threefold like an orange with no rhyme. The concrete dissolves into heavy footsteps. My breath turns into an empty cluster of stars, and when it crashes back into my orbit, I notice the strangest thing. My hands are in my pockets. I analyze. I compartmentalize my belongings. I have mint at the back, a pen in my right, my phone in my left. My hands are so deep into my pockets, I feel as if my legs will melt and I might form puddles where your feet once touched the ground. When my first customer comes in, he instructs me to take my hands out as we take off into the lava lamp sunset of his bedroom. I have been in less romantic situations than this. In the distance, there is no howl in the night. There is only his mother snoring in the other room. He takes off his shirt as I take my last shred of dignity and put it inside my pockets. My inward eye takes me to the high limbs of an orange tree while he uses his limbs to probe my lifeless corpse. I take my last shred of dignity and shove it down his throat. I take my belongings and rappel them up the orange tree with me, and when I fall off into his bed like an orange with no rhyme, I name my price, and it is different every time. It takes a split second to catch my breath. I analyze. I compartmentalize my belongings, mint, phone, pen, but something is missing. When my next customer walks in, I imagine what I will say to him at the threshold of the mile-long stretch. If he will smell the stench of day in my breath, if he will mind that I carry the last man's words in my mouth, if he will see my bones through my chest, if he will hear the contents of my pockets jostle with every step, there, he says, keep your hands where I can see them. It takes a split second. He takes your body and rips it from your pockets. It takes a split second. My head spins. My head spins in 1,000 different directions on his neon dashboard. His hips prodded about 100 ways to the haunted humming of his Honda Civic. My soul gyrates to the tune of just as many questions. My pocket exudes stability with an uncanny gravity. His eyes reflect my body in a multitude of colors that lie. As I lie at the cusp of radio static, he asks me, how much? See, sometimes I forget. When I cannot answer, he asks again, how much? Because sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget, and it is the best feeling in the world. Sometimes I forget, and so I put my hands back into my pockets just to remind myself how much my mother thinks I'm worth. I name my price, and it is different every time. I go out on a limb, sprinting from one man's limb to the other until I am torn limb from limb from limb. I feel like my heart is racing in 5 different places in everyone's pockets, all at the same time. I analyze, I compartmentalize my belongings, mint, phone, pen, mint, phone, pen, mint, phone, pen. I am nowhere to be found. I am 5 miles away from home, alone in someone's empty sheets. I lose my breath after running along the tangerine streets. It will take more than a split second to catch my breath. More than a split second phone call to clear my head. More than a pack of mint to get rid of his taste. More than a ballpoint pen to stand again, speak again, and empty my pockets, clear them of their names.